It's Reiki Day. Let's go. Bringing you prayer. Bringing you universal life force energy. Reiki. Bringing up the Earth's energy. Bringing down the angels and their energies, heavenly hosts, all to create the planetary Reiki Gaia angel prayer infused flow. Welcome to Reiki Day Live, and I'm your host, Brother James. So let's get into the flow. Peace, 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 everybody. Peace, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. This is Reiki Day, Days of Prayer, and I'm your host, Brother James. Once again, just thank you for coming in. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being a part of Reiki Day, which is going to be beneficial to everybody, especially those of us who are truly tuning in and are truly getting into the flow by registering, saying what we need to say, and then let the Reiki energy flow, which will be happening tomorrow. So we ask that everybody make sure that you check the schedule, tune in, and get on the Zoom call when we do the guided meditations. We're going to be bringing down the angels, bringing up the earth energy, having the Reiki energy just flow throughout the planet. You don't want to miss it. And as I put on our social media sites yesterday, we're going to be gifted and blessed to have a rare super moon, blue moon that'll be out tomorrow. So that'll be a bunch of extra energy, another boost to all the energy that will already be flowing tomorrow. So if you haven't registered, please make sure that you do. www.houseofhemylight.com. Click on the Reiki button, read the page, scroll down to the bottom, and hit that register button. So today, family, I'm with my Christian family, and we're going to be doing our part of the days of prayer. I'm going to recite the prayer, the Lord's Prayer. I'm going to add to the end of it. We'll add the end for Reiki Day, asking specifically for the energy to come from the Father so that we can be healed, the planet can be healed. So just follow along and listen. And the thing that we ask today, please put your full intent, your full faith, or as my Christian family says, claim the prayer. Know that it's going to happen. Know within your mind, body, soul, spirit, your emotions, put it all out there so that during the prayer, we make sure that God knows that we mean the prayer, that we're not just saying it, but that we mean it. So put your full backing behind it. Then I will be saying some things before we end it completely. And I just ask that you follow along with me. Trust me, you'll feel the enhancement, you'll feel the power, and that's what we're making Reiki Day really about. It's about getting the healing energy and making changes so that we all can heal. And then after the prayer, I want to share with you what God has shared with me about prayer. Some things that you may have thought about or may not have thought about, because it's much deeper than what we think. And there's a lot of different components and aspects to it that we need to add to it. So let's first get ready for prayer. So please assume whatever prayer position is comfortable for you and recite the prayer as I say it. And then just please follow the instructions that you hear me say. And then, like I said, once we say amen, then I will move on to talking with us what I've learned and then talk about prayer. So everybody, please take your prayer position. Let's tune in. Like I said, get your mind ready and right. Put your full backing of this prayer. Keep it as your intent as we say the prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. O Heavenly Father, we humbly come before you in need of healing, and the planet is in need of healing. And so we humbly ask you to bring down your hands, your healing hand, your healing energy to salvage us all. For most of us are not whole, and we need your guidance, we need your power, and we need your knowledge, wisdom, and understanding so that we can become whole again. And we ask that you do the same for the planet, for all the things that we may have done wrong, as we have not been good stewards of the planet. We ask that you forgive us and that you heal the planet and make it whole. Heal us and make us whole. And then give us what we need to become good stewards of the planet so that we may grow into and grow the planet and grow civilizations into what you had always planned us and planned for us to be. Now I want everyone to please feel the energy that you just created. Feel the energy coming from the prayer. Let it flow through your body, flow through your mind, flow through your entire being. Let that energy flow. Keep your intent. Keep knowing that this prayer has been heard, and know that it is being answered. Just sit in the energy for a little while and keep that intent going. Now, visualize the Father's hand, the Father's light, the Father's healing coming to you and touching you. And let yourself be healed in all aspects of yourself, good, bad, or indifferent. Feel the healing that He is giving you And now, see that hand extend to the planet. See that energy flowing through the planet, all over, everywhere, all the waterways, all the land, even cleansing through the atmosphere. Just visualizing and see it, knowing and having faith that it is being done. Just stay there and feel the power of the Father. Still seeing the energy flowing through you and flowing throughout the planet. Let it get stronger. See it get stronger. Flowing inside and outside of yourself and the planet. And now, let our faith grow into knowing that this prayer has been answered, that what you saw was real and part of reality. And with that, let us all say amen. All right, everybody. I don't know how much energy you felt, but I'm still feeling some of it, still resonating with me. So just take a minute and just kind of let the energy settle down, and keep that image that you saw in your mind. Remind yourself of it throughout the day, throughout Reiki Day tomorrow. Let that image keep coming back to you. Keep it on your mind. Because see, the more you think about it, the more it comes into reality, the more you empower it for yourself and the planet and others, then the more it works. Because it starts within each of us as individuals first. And that leads me into what God was showing me as far as our understanding of prayer and how it needs to be deepened. We all have to understand that, again, you've heard me say this before, prayer is not just the prescribed prayers that you know. Prayer is not just 2 times a day. Prayer is not supposed to be just 5 times a day. Prayer is communication with your sovereign Lord all the time. You're supposed to bring him into your affairs, all of your affairs. Because see, you wouldn't need all this healing outside if we allowed our Creator to work with us on the inside. When we sit down at that table with him and we honestly speak with him, deal with him, give him our problems, but also just talk to him about whatever's going on, good, bad, or indifferent. Involve him in all aspects of your life, because this will give us the chance and give him the chance to show us the best way, which makes it so that we don't have to make a whole lot of mistakes and then try to fix them, especially since there are some mistakes that you just can't fix. or it may take a long time for it to finally be resolved. So this is what he's been showing me throughout this Reiki Day days of prayer. It's not just, excuse me, it's not just talking with him, but it's really involving him in your affairs. Because what he's been showing me is the first healing is the healing of you inside yourself. Because most of the plagues of this world would not be here if we had kept him in prayer, kept him involved in our lives. If we had that one-on-one conversation, if you spoke to him before you decided to make that man your man, or vice versa, your woman, before you decided to make that business decision. Because with every effect, there's a cause. And when you check in with the God within, before you do something, no matter how small it is, then you stand a better chance of making the right decision, which not only makes life good for you, but remember, as people, we affect one another. There is no getting around it. If I have a bad attitude, I can affect your attitude. I can do something that could hurt you. But if I keep a good communication, which is prayer, a good communication with my sovereign Lord, and allow him to guide my steps, then there's a greater chance that I won't cause myself pain, but I won't bring pain to others. But there is a responsibility and an accountability. It comes with the prayer, though. You see, some of us we use prayer when we want to. We use prayer when we are in trouble. And then some of us even have the audacity to be mad at God. He didn't answer my prayer. He didn't hear my prayer. I've been paying my tithes. I've been paying my charity. I've been doing good work. But how often do you check in with him? How often is he a part of what you do? And then how often, when you make these prayers, are you accountable for your actions before you make the prayer? Did you spend your rent money on a pair of Jordans? Or a pair of Gucci sandals? Got in a little bit of trouble and then you prayed? Oh, Father, the rent's due. Lord, please help me. Got to be accountable. You know, we can't keep putting God in a bad position because we really don't understand. We're disrespecting him when we do that. And then when you ask and you don't get your rent money, now you mad at him. He didn't listen to me. Well, wait a minute. You know, I'm reminded of a conversation that I had with one of my brothers, Brother Akil. Well, he remembers Pastor Reed of Bethel AME Church saying, some of y'all think that God doesn't answer, but he's always answering. But sometimes the answer is no. Sometimes the answer is not right now. We got to be careful with our prayers. We got to be responsible and accountable. You can't be asking God at the very last minute after you really messed up everything and then put it on him if he doesn't come through for you like you want him to. Please understand what I'm saying, because sometimes we put ourselves in a bad situation when we do that, because we mess up our own faith, and then we throw things on God that does not belong to him. He wants you to understand. He wants to be there for you. But we have a responsibility and an accountability on our side of the fence as well. That's why we should be in constant connection with him. So again, when we make decisions, they can be the best decisions because he's the best knower. He's the best planner. He sees further than you do. And sometimes we get caught up in ourselves. Oh, I can make this happen. But did you check in? Talk to him before you make that business decision, before you end up messing up things. Because as my brother Antoine has said, all money ain't good money. I'll say that one more time. All money ain't good money. Sometimes these contracts sound good up front, but don't pay off too well at the end, where something gets sacrificed. And it might not be what you want to be sacrificed. So this is why I'm saying to you, he's the greatest healer. And he wants you to come to him so that he can keep you whole. So you don't end up doing so much to break up yourself. And then you lose your faith. Because again, things didn't turn out the way you wanted to. You just thought that God was backing it, but he may have been talking to you. Were you listening? That's part of why I said at the last Reiki day, days of prayer, there's steps to this. Prayer is you talking outward. But as I said, you need meditation. You need stillness. You got to listen for the answer. And then don't put it in your head that your answer is the right and or best answer. You got to be ready to listen. Then you got to be ready to follow through. Put in the work. Don't just throw out a prayer and just go about your business. Understand that God puts things in a working order. And he's going to work through people, through other things to help you. But we can miss the boat if we don't keep our eyes open, if we don't keep our heart, our mind open, and we're listening to what's going on around us. Because he's answering your prayers. But you just may not be listening. And then, as Pastor Reed said, sometimes the answer is no. And you know you don't want to hear that. But we got to get past that. Because no, sometimes it's the best, not sometimes. No, when he says no, it's the best answer. It means that whatever you are about to gain could be more harmful than good. All money ain't good money. Every girlfriend isn't the right girlfriend. Every boyfriend isn't the right boyfriend. You have to listen because he's sending signals all the time. He's talking to you, but are you listening? And then, as I've been saying, please don't throw things on God that do not belong to him. We have to be accountable and responsible with our prayers. We have to follow the steps with our prayer. Yes, pray, but make sure you listen. And don't listen with preconditions. You're going to put God in your little box. God, I need $1,000. I'm going to spend this 100 on the lottery or on this or on that. Bless it. What if that's not the best way? What if he knows that whatever way you're thinking of is actually going to bring more harm to you than good? So he doesn't bless it. Now are you going to be mad? Or are you going to take the time to go to him and ask, well, did I do something wrong? Was it the wrong thought? I accept your will. So what should I do? That's how we have to start approaching prayer. It is a method. It's a means to keep in communication with your sovereign Lord who knows all. So how do you know better than him? So I gotta be real with us. We got to get past these things. There's many blessings that he wants to give us. He wants to heal you and make you whole. But he doesn't want to stop there. If we allow him to take over, if we make our will his will, then we won't cause most of the problems that are affecting the world today. He wants us to come back, and he wants to sit with us. He's willing to sit down and talk. Come on, let's talk about it. And as my sister Cherie said, he's not judging you. He's constantly trying to give us the way out. He's trying to keep us out of judgment. And that's why we need prayer. And I believe that's why he brought it to Reiki Day as a part. As I have been saying, Reiki Day is not Brother James. Reiki Day is a mission that was given to him by God. I'm just a worker. But the things that are part of Reiki Day are part of what he's giving us to become whole again, to get back to the strong people that we used to be, strong servants. And so I also want to say to our young people, and this applies to the elders as well. Joel chapter 2, verse 28, 29 talks about how God will pour out his spirit on all. And that your sons and daughters will prophesy, the young will have visions, and the elders will dream dreams. Young people, this is him putting on you a lot of power, because if you're a visionary, you can prophesy. That means he's telling you the future. That means he's giving you a means to make that prophecy happen. Somebody being able to see or being given a vision of the future, and then somebody is working, somebody's seeing the way to get there. Young people, he's talking to you. He gives the vision and the prophecy to the sons and daughters and the young. The elders are dreaming dreams, meaning they're seeing things that they want to happen. They're seeing, when somebody has a dream, it's something that they want to accomplish. But we're being shown here that it's the young and the sons and the daughters that can make the dream happen by being given a vision and by giving a prophecy that allows them to have the will to work towards it. So young people, we definitely need you. Pray. Get close. No, not close. Know the God within and make him your BFF. Because he's the one that won't betray you. He's the one that only wants the best for you. Now, that's not to say there's not going to be any trials. It's not going to be any pain. That's a misconception. In order to make progress, there's always sacrifice, there's always pain. So go in knowing that. Know that part is going to come. But when it's your sovereign Lord that means it's going to work for the greater good of you and all. So your pain and your sacrifice will be worth it. You're going to come out on top. You'll come out better. And so young people, please, let's get to work. You need him to come inside and talk. There's too much talk going in 1,500 different directions. You talk to your sovereign Lord, the best knower, the true knower. Take your cues from him, not the basketball player, not the star person that you made a star in your own mind. Talk to him and get the real deal, get the truth, because he knows you better than you know yourself. And that means he can better guide you. Looking to outward stars, that means you're just following. But what are you doing for yourself as far as self-development? He knows how to develop you. He knows what you're born to do. He knows how to get you there. So young people, understand this. If you want a better reality outside, you got to allow him inside and then let him guide you. And once you do that, even through your struggles, you're going to be all right. But you'll make a better world, because what he wants is to make you the new stewards and make you better stewards of the people and the planet. Understand that you are worth something because he allowed you to be here, and he's got a mission for you. He's just waiting for you to come. He's patiently sitting there, waiting for you to come. Sit down and talk. Nobody likes a one-sided conversation. That's why I was saying to you, prayer plus meditation. Nobody likes a one-sided conversation where you just talking and nobody else is saying anything. It feels weird. Well, that's what he's looking for. He wants you to come so you talk to him, and then he'll talk to you. And then your life will become better. And then as your life becomes better, whoever you influence, and mind you, your influence is not just about those people that you see. There's a lot of people watching you that you don't know, that you're influencing. So once you get your life together, you can affect other people, those around you, in the neighborhood and outside the neighborhood. It could be somebody in your class that you can end up affecting because they watch you come up. And then when you tell them, yeah, I talk to God every day. And I mean, that's my BFF right there. Kept me out of a lot of trouble. I've seen a lot of things, and I could have gone a lot of different directions, but I followed what he said to do through prayer. And I take the time to meditate so I can listen, tune in, because we got too much noise going on around us. And so God is talking, you can't really hear it. That's why I said you got to be quiet. You got to get still. You got to go into the desert, so to speak. I'm just saying these things because he's telling me to say these things. And this is what we need. Elders, you got to do the same thing. You got to stop talking sometimes and really listen, because it's affecting our youth, where they feel like nobody listens to me. And then that's how they get into some of these negative circumstances. But if we're all praying, communicating with the God, and I mean, like I said, BFF status, not just when you need him and you pull them out. Then when you don't need them, you put them back in that space at the back of the refrigerator, at the back of the cupboard, until you get in trouble again, and then you pull them back out. That's not the relationship he wants. He wants you to be constantly talking with him. Like I said, before you make especially an important decision, make sure you involve him. Is it right? Is this the right time to buy this house, to get into this business? Because some of us think, no, I need money right now. and then you spend it on something and then end up being broke. It was the wrong time, the wrong idea, the wrong plan. Involve him in your plans. That's what he wants, because he wants the best for you. And in turn, he wants the best for all of us. And then we take care of the planet right. Everybody's happy. Everybody's good. We know heaven on earth, which is part of the prayer. You're asking for heaven as it is in heaven on earth. Let's make it happen. But we have to do heavenly things. So that's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say. I pray that you walk away thinking about what I've said and make the Creator the priority again. Because we need the prayer. We need them, especially right now. Are you watching the signs in heaven? Are you watching what's going on the planet, in the world? We need them more than ever. And so thank everybody for being here. Like I said, please, that vision that you had of the Father's healing hand and energy, healing yourself, healing the planet inside and out, keep that in your mind. Try to constantly think about it. Remember that feeling, especially if you're getting into a bad mood. Try to remember that feeling to keep as much positive energy flowing throughout your life. Remember it. And then let's keep doing it as much as possible so we can get things right. So with that, I say thank you. I say peace. And I'm looking forward to Reiki Day tomorrow. Please register. www.houseofhealinglight.com. It's going to be so much energy flowing. You want to be a part of it. And we're going to be doing the guided meditation so you can be a part of it. So you get connected to the energy yourself. You're not just feeling what other people are doing. You get the straight up connection to yourself. For yourself. We want you there. I want you to get connected to the earth's energy, Gaia. We're going to be calling the angels down. You know you don't want to miss that. I just had somebody that we did the meditation to just come in contact with the angels and their energy. So you begin to realize what it feels like. And she said she got a good night's sleep. She felt the energy. I want that for everybody, because that's part of the heavenly host that helps guide us, helps us to stay out of trouble, so to speak, but also gives us ideas, works with us, that's non-judgmental and doesn't have an ego base. The angels just want you to accomplish what you are to accomplish. So please become a part of that tomorrow. Feel the energy for yourself. I've been saying for the last week, come get your energy. Come get your power. Come get it. I'm not playing around. God is giving it to you. He's giving us a chance to get back to the angels, to get back to the earth, where we not only can feel the energies flowing through us, but now we got contact. Now we can continually do it. And not just feel it. Energy has consciousness. It's something that it can teach you to make you better. So register. We'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to hit us up on the social media pages tomorrow. Tell us what you're feeling. If you go to work and your mind is more clear, let us know. If you go to work and the atmosphere seems different, doesn't seem to be as much attitude as normal in the office, let us know. If you don't feel as much pain, you just know that you've been healed, or like I said, your mind is just super clear, it's working fast. You've never gotten your work done that fast before. Let us know. Let your peoples know. Young people, like I said, we want you connected to the energy because it's your job to become the new stewards. So you got to get empowered to do so. Prayer with the God, and then connect to the energies and powers that the God has made and use them and carve out a better world. That's what Reiki Day is for. Reiki means universal life force energy. Life force lets you know that God is a part of it for anybody that's skeptical. That's God's energy. Life force, He gives life. So He's allowing us to connect in a deeper way. So I hope to see everybody tomorrow. Hope to see the social media pages lit up with so many good things that have been happening. Well, so with that thought, I'll take leave and say peace.